Benjamin Bastian, and I'm reporting on the tax return, which is case 2-3. Funny joke, how do you make it so you don't pay taxes? Well, it's easy, just stop making money. But unfortunately, most of us can't do that, so, but it's a good thought. So the case. So Brenda prepares a tax return for Purple Industries president, and she sends it off to her manager. However, her manager requests that she doesn't report gambling gains because the president's taking the standard deduction and those gains would not include the losses that he also had. And then pressured her by saying other employees have done this and they're loyal to the company. So let's look at this using Kohlberg's model. So in the first 3 stages of Kohlberg's model, I think she would not report gambling winnings. The first stage, punishment versus obedience, she wouldn't want to get punished and so she'd be obedient to her manager. The second stage, what's in it for me? Well, she'll benefit more by not doing it, like she might get a raise. Stage 3, social norms, is other employees have done it, so she would follow them. Stage 4, 5, and 6, I think she would report the gambling winnings because in stage 4, authority and law, she'd respect the law, which is to report those winnings. Stage 5, the greatest good for the greatest number of people, she'd report them because taxpayers' money goes to benefit everybody, such as like better roads and education and things like that. And stage 6, ethical principles, she would feel like she needed to report those if she was ethical because that's what needs to be done. Okay. The next question is, if she didn't do what the manager said, what are some of his arguments and some of her counter arguments? Well, some of his arguments might be they might lose Purple Industries as a client, but her argument might be to that accounting firms are based on honesty. Like everything in the accounting industry is based on honesty, and if firms aren't honest, they're going to lose business. And kind of like Arthur Andersen, they'll just be wiped off the face of the planet because of dishonesty. Another one might be the IRS won't know. They won't figure it out. Well, and in this, the argument would be laws should be obeyed. Like that's what needs to happen. And there's others, but those are some that I thought of. And then for the last question, a year later, she had decided to do it a year ago, but now they want her to do it again. Should she do it? And I think she should not do it. And this is because it's going to keep happening year after year. And eventually, it's completely likely that they'll get audited and then they'll see that all this money didn't get paid in taxes. And the law should be obeyed. And so she should definitely just say, look, I made a mistake in doing this last year, and I'm not making that same mistake again. You said you wouldn't ask me again to do this again, but you just did, and I'm not going to do it again. And so that's what I think should happen. And that concludes the tax return case 2-3. Thanks for your time.